Hey everybody, and welcome back to Marvel Champions Experience. Remember, I would always appreciate it if you consider liking this video. If you truly like this content, please think about subscribing. And last but not least, especially on days like today, drop a message down in the comments below. Let me know if you liked what you saw, if you didn't like what you saw, if you'd like to see me make some sort of specific content, and especially what you think about X23. That's right, X23 came out, as did Deadpool, and we will be doing Deadpool in a couple minutes, but we're going to go with X23 first for no particular reason. She was just the first one I grabbed. So, I would be lying to you if I said that I've been playing Marvel Champions daily and weekly because it's the best game. It is the best game, in fact. I've just had zero time to do anything, and I am so thankful that past Rick made lots of content for you guys to see on a weekly basis because present Rick is on the struggle bus. But enough about me. Let's take a look at X23. I did, in fact, mean for that to rhyme. I did not. All right, so here she is. For those of you who live in the greater New York area, I picked up X23 at Complete Strategist by the Empire State Building. I have no affiliation with them, but they are a great store. They get everything on release date, and they're really nice there. So think about getting from them if you're in the New York area. All right, so here we go. Let's see, new keyword, linked card title. Do I know that one? I don't remember that one. Let's see what this says. New keyword, linked. Oh, new keyword, assault. New keyword. Do we know these already? Let's see. I just want to remind myself, when a character makes a basic thwart, on a scheme with the assault keyword, that character uses attack instead of thwart for that thwart. Got it. New keyword, linked card trait. Cards with the linked keyword cannot be included in a player's deck. Come again? Cards with the linked keyword cannot be included in the player's deck. Instead, they are set aside at the start of the game. If any player's deck includes a card that brings the linked keys card into play, indicate in the parentheses linked cards. Got it. Okay, that's fine. Piercing, we know. Victory X, we know. Great. All right, let's see. And you got the same picture up here, right? There we go. Should we put that up for you to see somewhere? No? Nah, it's fine. All right, let's throw that to the side. Let's get her open. For those of you who've been watching for a while, you know I've got my trusty little nail. We have not gotten stabbed with it just yet, but one day I'm going to make for some great content and stab myself with this nail. Why do I have this nail, you ask? It's because I was unboxing some cards one day and I couldn't get them open. Excuse me. And there was a nail next to me, and it has lived in my videos ever since. All right. As usual, I truly only know like 10% of what's in here. I like to be surprised. I like to, do some live reactions. So I saw what was on her original reveal. I remember her liking her a lot, but I didn't look at any of the leaked stuff. So let's take a look at her. So let's take a look at her alter ego. Laura Kinney, 6 recovery. Not surprised, right? Going to be like Wolverine. Shink, setup, put her claws into play. Action, shuffle either Honey Badger ally or Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile into your deck. Let me read that again. Dyslexia. Action, shuffle either the Honey Badger ally or the Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile into your deck. Draw 1 card. Limit once per round. So I remember Honey Badger being insane, and the fact that we can keep putting it into our deck is great. So she's a 6 hand size, 10 health. I believe it's a little less than Wolverine off the top of my head, and a massive recovery of 6. We flip her over. She got 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. And living weapon response. After X23 takes any amount of damage, ready her. Limit once per phase. So that's great. She can just go crazy. Yeah, I remember seeing her and just thinking that she was going to be an insane hero. But I don't remember because that was months ago. So let's see what she's got. All right. How are we going to do this? So here are her claws, right? These are going to go into play right away. Permanent. Exhaust X23's claws, take 2 damage. She gets +2 attack until the end of the round. All right. So she takes 2 damage, and she'll become a 3 attack. So she's really strong already. Here's Honey Badger. This is the one I wanted to remind myself about. So Honey Badger, 2-cost ally, 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 health. After Honey Badger takes any amount of damage, ready X23. Right. I remember now X23 being able to ready like crazy. So here we go, right? Let's see. What does she do? After she takes any amount of damage, she readies, right? So we can do, and I'm only looking at the first card now, right? We attack for 1, right? Then we can exhaust the claws, give her 2 damage. She takes damage right here, right? And then she readies. Now she's at 3. So we can hit for 3. Actually, then we can play Honey Badger, do 1 damage, right? After Honey Badger takes any amount of damage, even consequential, ready X23, hit again for 3. In one move, she's doing 7 damage, right? I think, right? 3 ready plus the 3 plus the claw, the original attack. So just this card enables her to do 7 damage in 1 turn, right? Awesome. Then we have 2 copies of Animal Instinct. 0-cost event. When X23 makes a basic thwart, she gets X thwart for this thwart, where X is equal to her attack. So there we go. So now we can start doing some crazy thwart, right? With her. How are we gonna? Let's put these like this. All right. We have 3 copies of Claw Mastery. Max 1 per round. 1-cost event. Max 1 per round. Until the end of the round, X23 gets +2 attack, and her attack gains overkill while Honey Badger is in play. All right, so we keep Honey Badger in play. She gets +2 attack. All right, so basically everything I just said, now +2 attack, right? Because if we put Honey Badger in first, before we do anything, we play this, and her +1 attack from original becomes +2. So that's a 3 attack, right? Then play the claw to ready her. The claw gives +2. It's 3. That's 3 plus 2 is 5. That's 8 damage off the back. Then you do the Honey Badger, right? That's 1. That's 9, which would ready her. That's 14. 14 damage if Honey Badger's out with this attack. All right. Yeah. This girl is crazy. All right. 1 regenerative longevity. 1-cost event. Superpower. That was a skill. Heal a total of 4 damage from your identity and Honey Badger. Okay. So Honey Badger is insane. And basically we heal a total of 4 damage from your identity and Honey Badger. So we could split the health, right? And maybe we can get some cards that keep Honey Badger in play, that give her more health. So that's great. Sisterly Bond, 0-cost event. Condition: when Honey Badger thwarts or attacks, add X23's matching power to Honey Badger's power for this use. So let's take a look at this. Honey Badger is a 1, right? Add X23's matching power. So if you got the claws out, right, that's 3. If you get the Claw Mastery out, yeah, that you can just make Honey Badger really, really strong. Honey Badger's insane. And I knew she was really good way before I saw a lot of these cards. All right. What else we got here? 2-cost support, Sisterhood. I don't know much about X23, so I'm assuming Honey Badger is her sister. Exhaust Sisterhood and discard an X23 card from your hand. Search your deck and discard pile for a Honey Badger. Add it to your hand. Yeah, so this is great. Oh, hang on a second. Exhaust Sisterhood and discard X23. Search your deck and discard pile for Honey Badger. This is not a hero or alter ego card. So you can basically get Honey Badger in whenever you want. Alter ego, hero form, and just go crazy. So love that. Let's talk some upgrades. I'm going to assume, I don't know. I don't want to assume anything. Let's see. 1-cost upgrade, Adamantium Lacing. You get +2 health. X23 gains Retaliate 1, and her basic attacks gain Piercing. Fantastic. Very cheap. Amazing. Just give her a little bit more health, right? We have another 1-cost upgrade, Grim Resolve. Exhaust this card and take 1 damage. Generate a wild resource. Yeah, so what's great about this one is that can ready her, right? You take the damage, you ready. I'm concerned about her healing a bit, right? Taking all this damage, not being able to heal. Off the top of my head, it just seems like we want to kill the villain before they kill us, which is possible, right? Maybe like take a chance on a flip and do some massive healing, but I haven't seen any confuses in here, which would help us with the flip. So we got a 2-cost upgrade, Pain Tolerance. After you play an X23 card, heal 1 damage from your identity. Oh, so as I just spoke about healing, here we go. After you play an X23 card, including this one, heal 1 damage. So here comes the healing, which can keep her in hero form a much longer time. Okay, and then it looks like last but not least, to end her out, to end her up, she's got a Punctured Wound, 0-cost upgrade. Attached to X23 or Honey Badger. Attached to an enemy that X23 or Honey Badger attack this turn. Attached enemy gets -1 attack. After the player phase begins, discard this card and deal 3 damage to the attached enemy. Okay, so let's see. You attack the enemy. They put this on them. They get -1 attack. Then after the player phase begins, discard this card and deal 3 damage. So that's great. This is really cheap, and she's solid. She's solid. This kid is crazy. I see that she comes with an aggression deck, and I'm not surprised. Off the top of my head, I've said it a million times. Justice is my favorite. Protection's my favorite, and aggression is one of my least favorites because I play true solo. But I'm curious to see where we end up with that. So let's put these to the side, and let's see what we've got with aggression. All right, so we have a couple allies here. Okay, we have Boom Boom, 3-cost ally, pretty expensive. 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 health. Exhaust Boom Boom, add 1 boom counter to her. Then you may discard Boom Boom to deal 1. I gotta read that again. Exhaust Boom Boom, add 1 boom counter to her. Then you may discard Boom Boom to deal 1 damage to each enemy for each boom counter on her. So you can add a boom counter to her, and then, okay, so you basically, she's a bomb. You can keep exhausting her, keep putting boom counters on her, and then whenever you're ready, discard her and just deal massive amount of damage to lots of enemies. It's not the worst. 3-cost ally, Richter. 1 thwart to attack. After Richter attacks, discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with you for each resource on the discarded card. Hate it. I personally hate it. I hate cards like these. And you have to do it. Oh, it's a response, though, not a forced response. Okay, so that's great. So you don't have to do this. After Richter, it's a response, not a forced response. So we can do this. Okay, that's fine. He's got a decent stat line. 2 attack, 1 consequential, 3 health. All right, over here we have Shatterstar, who's a 4-cost ally. You better be good for 4 costs. 2 thwart with 2 consequential, 2 attack with 1 consequential with 4 health. When Shatterstar attacks a minion, engage that minion. If you are already engaged with that minion, Shatterstar gets +1 attack for this attack. All right, so he's meant to kill minions. I mean, just by itself, 4 costs, 1 consequential for 4 health is 8 damage total. So that's pretty good. All right, then we have 3 copies of Critical Hit. 2-cost event. Play only if there is a side scheme in the victory display area. After you attack an enemy, stun it. Yeah, that's super, that's difficult to pull off, right? Not many, especially early villains, don't have things to add to the victory display area. Now we're talking about, putting player side schemes into your deck. I don't love this card. I mean, I love the stun. It's pretty cheap, but still. All right. This is an old card. Moment of Triumph. I believe this is an old card. 0 cost event. After you attack and defeat an enemy, heal 1 damage from your hero for each point of excess damage dealt to that. Yeah, this is an old card. This is just getting some new artwork. And it could work really well with X23. But I'm really not liking this, just so you know. I'm not loving this aggression deck right now. Here comes that player side scheme. Keep him busy. 1 cost. 3 threat on it. Let's see. Assault. Basic thwarts. So you can use attack to remove this. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme removes 5 threat from the main scheme. Yeah, that's not the worst, I guess. Right? I mean, I don't know. You know, I guess it's fine. It's not great. It's fine. Let's see. Then we have 3 copies of Now I'm Mad. 1 cost upgrade. Play under any player's control. Max 1 per player. While your hero's remaining hit points are less than half your hero's starting hit points, your hero gets +1 attack and -1 thwart. So, yeah, this is, you know, this is getting stronger the weaker you get. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Again, as I said, like, it seems like she wants to kill the villain before the villain kills you type of thing. Don't hate it. It's just a different way to play. We have the direct approach, 1 cost upgrade, attached to a non-permanent side scheme. Non-permanent side scheme, limit 1 per side scheme. Attached scheme gains assault. Okay. I think these are fine. These aren't blowing me away. All right, we have another player side scheme, specialized training, 1 cost to throw out, 5 thwart on it. When defeated, each player who does not control a specialization upgrade chooses 1 set-aside specialization upgrade and puts it into play under their control. What is a specialization upgrade? What the hell is that? Superpower, condition. What is a specialization upgrade, everybody? I don't know what that is. Maybe in here? I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head if I've seen that before, but we'll keep going. All right, so we have our basic resource cards. This is not a specialization. That's not a specialization. Guys, what is a specialization upgrade? I think, am I an idiot? I'm probably an idiot. It's probably like right in my face and I'm not seeing it. So I'm sorry for being a fool. All right, we have IPOC, not to be confused with Tupac. Look, I'm a dad. Let me do my dad jokes. All right, play only if your identity has the X-Force trait. Just curious. Didn't think so. All right. Exhaust IPOC and deal 1 face encounter card to a player. That player draws 2 cards. I will never play you in the history of the world. Nope. That won't happen. I would only play this card. Literally only ever play this card if the villain had like 5 health left and I needed to be desperate and that encounter card would mean nothing to me. I am not a fan of putting myself in danger, especially true solo. I don't, and with the way the villains have been, the encounter cards can be pretty brutal. No thank you. No thank you. We have the X bunker. Exhaust the X bunker and choose a player whose identity has the mutant trait. So this is, yeah, so we're going to have to be an alter ego for this. That player searches the top X cards of their deck, where X is the number of side schemes in the victory display, and adds that card to their hand. Yeah, so we got to have cards in the victory display, which is not an easy thing to do. We have 3 copies of Endurance, which is an old card. You gain +3 health, right? 1 cost. And there you go. I'm giving this, I've never done this before. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm giving this an A. I'm giving this, you can hate me, I don't know, like a C+, B-. I don't love this kit at all, but I got to put it into play and actually try it out. All right. All right. And let's take a look at some of these. We have the Obligation, which is self-isolation. Give to Laura Kinney player. Search your hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for Honey Badger, and place her face down under this obligation. If you cannot, discard this card and deal yourself one face down encounter card. So, search your hand, deck, discard pile, and play area. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do this. Search your hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for Honey Badger. Honey Badger would be in the play area. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do and like grab Honey Badger, but apparently if you can't for some reason, you get a face down encounter card. After you make a basic recovery, discard this obligation and Honey Badger. So, I mean, it kind of sucks, but it doesn't, I mean, it could actually be pretty good. Like, let's say you get this early in the game, right? And let's say you get it early in the game and you don't have Honey Badger in your hand. This similar to Cyclops' Optic Blast one, his obligation, this actually tutors Honey Badger, right? So if Honey Badger is just in your deck, you can grab it, put it under here, right? And then you can just like go to Alter Ego, heal, right? And then that means you can then discard, yeah. Well, I mean, and then you can use this to shuffle Honey Badger into your deck. I mean, it's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst obligation I've seen. All right, Lady Deathstrike. So Lady Deathstrike is a 2-scheme, 2-attack minion with 5 health. When defeated, the player who defeats this minion discards the top card of the encounter deck and takes 1 indirect damage for each boost icon. Yeah, that's not the worst. It's not the worst. I don't mind that. What do we have here? Each enemy gains Retaliate 1. That I hate. This one I hate. What do we have here? Okay, we have tech attached to Lady Deathstrike. If you can't, discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that into Gauge with you. When an attached minion would be discarded, shuffle it into the encounter deck instead. Whoa, that sucks. Oh man, I hope we never get this when she comes out. Attached to your identity. When your turn ends, discard this card and take 4 damage. So it's basically the opposite of what we have. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot, actually. How, like, mirrored. When revealed, discard 1 random card from your hand and take damage equal to the number of printed resources on it. Not that bad. Boost, discard 1 random. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I don't mind this one. I mean, it's not the worst. All right, so there are her like obligations and nemesis, and my favorite stop card. Stop. The remaining are not part of her deck. And let's see what we got. Cool. A little bit of everything. We haven't had that in a while. We have a 2-cost upgrade, Combat Specialist. Here's the specialization stuff. Here's the combat. So this looks like it's set aside, right? I have to reread that. Do those count towards your deck? I don't remember what that said. Your hero gains +1 attack. Hero response. After your hero performs a basic attack, exhaust this card and draw a card. This card is amazing. Your hero gets +1 attack. After your hero performs a basic attack, exhaust this and draw a card. This card is phenomenal. Holy crap. Why didn't this start in her deck? This is insane. Oh, I love this card. Give me more. More. Oh, here we go. All right. 2-cost upgrade specialization. Hero gets +1 defense. After your hero performs a basic defense, exhaust this card, draw a card. Yeah, guys, this is great. Now, actually, I need to go back to the pamphlet. I need to read this again. I think we can only have 1 specialization out and play at times, right? Let's see. Sorry, linked. It's the linked keyword. Cards with the linked keyword cannot be included in the player deck. Instead, they're set aside at the start of the game. If any player deck includes a card that brings the linked keywords into play, link cards do not count towards... Yeah, link cards do not count. This is really cool. This is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. I want to play around with these, and this is going to be the thwart one, right? Oh, no, it's not. This is the thwart one. Let's do the thwart one first. 2-cost upgrade, surveillance specialist, linked, right? 1 thwart. After your hero performs a basic thwart, draw a card. Oh my god, these are so good. This is the health one, +4 health. After your identity takes damage, draw a card. Guys, these are so good. I love these. And what do we got? We got Predictable Ploy, 2-cost event, Justice card. Play only if there's a side scheme in the victory display area. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects. Yeah, this is awesome. This is really good. I know that I've said before that the side scheme is like something that's hard to do, but I would try really hard to get a side scheme if I'm playing that card. Here is a player side scheme for our leadership friends. 0-cost event. 0-cost player side scheme. Heal 2 damage from each ally. Yeah, that's pretty good. Keep the allies in play. And last but not least, another one of my favorite aspects is protection. Anticipated attack. Play only if there's a side scheme in the victory display area. Hero interrupt defense. When your enemy initiates attack against you, give your hero a tough status card. Okay, what's funny is I'm going to go like, again, I'm grading for no reason I've never done before. A, B-, A. These are awesome, and I don't know why we didn't get any. Like, at least those, I mean, I guess we can just, these don't necessarily need to be, sorry, I shook the camera. Oh, God. I guess these don't necessarily need to be with her because we wouldn't play these anyway, but did we get something here? How did we, I forgot how to pull those. I don't remember how we pulled those specialization ones. What was it? What card was it that grabbed the specialization ones? Here it is, the specialized training. Okay, so we have to put this into play. It looks like this is the only one that grabs those. So, all right, well, there's X23. I am very, 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 very much looking forward to playing her. I was extremely excited when I first looked at her kit. I am more excited right now, and I am going to sleeve these, and I don't think I'll be able to get a game in today. I really, really hope I can get you a game by tomorrow. Today is Saturday. My day is a little booked today, but I won't post a video until late tomorrow, hopefully getting her into play. So, all right, there's X23, guys. Let me know what you think. Take care.